Sueol, my father to the part of me, the recently released part of me called Lotus. Sueol, dense, fast, strong, quick. I remember I had a I actually got a sign of his existence years ago. I think it was like 5-6 years ago when I was playing Civilization 4, and there's a country in, I think it's South Korea, called Sueol, and I kept staring at the name, and that was the first time he was giving me hints of his existence, I believe. So that's like 6 years ago. So he's been flying around with me for 6 years. I didn't even know. It's more like 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago, approximately. I realized I had a vague sort of realization like 2 weeks ago, and then I think it was a month ago, and then I sort of connected with him a week to 2 weeks ago, and then I connected with him properly. Same day, I realized the part of me that he was part of releasing Lotus. He's very similar to the Lotus part of me. Creative ingenuity. You might say that as a phrase. Creative ingenuity, or creative. He's a creative being, and he has ingenuity, a great combination of things. Fresh, inspiring, refreshing, refined being, character development, magical, high vibration. And the reason I put strength for an STR. It's kind of like when you're playing an RPG, and some of the stats will be shortened to 3 letters. It's like that. So it's showing an emphasis on his aptitude for character development, and that is why the Lotus part of me. That's one of the reasons why the Lotus part of me is such a refined being. He put a lot of effort, he had a lot of interest, a lot of inspiration for this part of me, for that part of me. Magical, high vibration. Signs, and there's a little arrow on the other page, coincidentally. It was pointing up, I wrote close to Ara, and spells it out for me, because it was just weak. Every once in a while, when I was speaking to the family, I would ask someone, can you just spell it out for me? Because I'm not getting what you're telling me. So he told me personally, I'll spell it out for you. He influenced me to put that down. Spells it out for me. So I put down spells out for me, then I put down signs, and there was this little arrow on the other page pointing up to spells it out for me. So I was like, oh, okay. So there's a sort of message from him. And he's telling me, I'll spell it out for you. And he does every few days, or every few days. He did one today. He'll point something out to me. Like I've added some stuff to the character profile of this part of me. And what was it? Oh yeah. He told me that he had ingenuity, so I put that down, and then he reminded me, like, look, you've got another letter for spelling out your name. So I added the U from ingenuity to the anagrams, and I realized I could put an extra U in Lotus, and now Lotus has got two U's, and then I realized the two horseshoes, and I was like,